wretched, horrible. Wretched, horrible, horrible.
Welcome back. So, Dior Sauvage, a fragrance that's much loved and much hated. A fragrance that's caused more controversy than a shark and a bike. Nah, that's not good. Shark and a bike. A fragrance that's caused more controversy than Marmite on toast. No, it's still not good. A fragrance that's caused more controversy than a pole dancer and a greasy spoon. I think it's to do with this kind of grittiness that it has. It's quite sharp, and I always picked up an almost sort of metallic smell when it's sprayed. It does create a slightly metallic smell on skin, and I think that, you know, so many YouTubers absolutely despise it. People that I know, I mean, there's so many, again, people that love it as well. It's very controversial, but for me, I've never really liked Dior Sauvage that much because of this slightly grittiness, as I like to call it. Sharpness, this kind of abrasive feeling to it. It's not particularly nice, in my opinion, and if anything, it does not suit a designer fragrance, and in my opinion, it wouldn't suit a niche fragrance either. I don't like that part of Dior Sauvage, and we've gotten that out of the way. There's now a clone that I need to try, and this is a fragrance that I think possibly could maybe be the better of the two. And here it is. This is it. This is Saviour by Dior Scents or Paris Corner. It's a complete replica of the fragrance it's trying to imitate, Dior Sauvage, and it's in a very, very similar bottle in that kind of blue gradient to translucent design. And even the cap is very, very similar. Unfortunately, it's not a magnetic cap, but really, is that a big deal? The main point I'm going to try and get at here is that this is a development on the Dior Sauvage fragrance. It is much, much cleaner. It is much, much nicer. It's much, much softer, and it's fluffier, and it's far more mass appealing than the actual Sauvage itself. When sprayed into the air, it's kind of perfect for this kind of setting that I'm in right now. A colder evening, it's settling down and the sun's setting as well, and it's just got this lovely sweetness from the berries. It's got this obviously aquatic note that comes through, but the sweetness is lovely, and it misses this kind of really hard-hitting metallic note that you get from the Dior Sauvage. It's quite striking, it's quite gritty, it's like rubbing sandpaper on your nose. It's really not nice. And I agree with all the YouTubers that have said it's an overwhelming fragrance. It's far too sharp for what it's trying to be, really. It doesn't go well with the fragrance itself. But this, honestly, is so much better. It is absolutely better. It's so much nicer with the berry smell. It's so much kind of lighter in terms of this aquatic scent, and it's so much better blended. Dior Sauvage to me smells like it's not been blended well. It smells like someone's kind of messed up. Obviously, it's a really, really popular fragrance, but I do not like it. I like this though. I like the premise of what Dior Sauvage tries to do, but I don't like how they executed it. And unfortunately for them, Saviour by Dior Scents or Paris Corner is a lot better. So for the first time in this series of real fragrance versus clone fragrance, I am going to say that this is much better. This is far much more worth your money. It's probably going to be about 15 to 20 quid, which is, you know, a fraction of the price of Dior Sauvage. So yeah, I truly do recommend this fragrance. You can pick it up on Aroma Concepts, which is where I bought it. Yeah, I bought it for, I think it was £20 at the time. Could be a little bit less now, maybe slightly more. But I bought it from them, wondering what it would smell like, hoping it would be a little bit different, you know, because clones generally are slightly different. I think I was a bit mad when I bought this actually, because I probably wouldn't have in hindsight thinking that, No, I don't like Dior Sauvage, but I'm so glad I did. I would wear this, and I do wear it, so I truly recommend it. Saviour by Dior Scents. So it's always nice to find a fragrance that's better than you expected, and when I got that I was so surprised, I couldn't believe it. It's a really nice fragrance, and it's much, much better than Dior Sauvage. And again, I think that's what it is. You know, Dior Sauvage is just too abrasive. It is far too abrasive. And I think that's what so many people pick up on. And I hope you enjoyed the video, because let me know how you feel about Dior Sauvage in the comments. You know, I'm not hating on Dior Sauvage, right? I understand why people like it, because I can understand that people may like that side to it, and this berry sweetness is there, and it's I get it. It's a nice fragrance. It's a mass appealing fragrance. I smell it all the time off people, and you know, that's not an issue. I'm not hating on it because it's popular. I don't dislike it because it's popular. I just dislike it because I don't like the smell of it. And here in this video, I tried to pick up on possibly a reason that people don't like it, and tried to mend that with a fragrance that I've discovered, and that's basically it. So if you like this fragrance, don't become offended by it. Trust me, I really like this cologne. If by any chance you are looking for a cologne that's identical, well, it's not identical, this fragrance. Unfortunately, it isn't identical. Obviously, in my opinion, it betters it. It's pretty similar though, in terms of the kind of DNA. You can absolutely tell what it's trying to be. But I think I'm very happy with the way it didn't turn out, almost the way that maybe they envisaged it, and it smells much better than it ever really should have if it was trying to be Dior Sauvage. So, thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, then please do like, subscribe, and then comment on the video. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time on Mr. Fragrance. Bye for now.